Hi everyone, welcome to room 7. I am Miss Bispo and I am your student's first grade teacher this year. I wanted to take you around our classroom and show you a little bit about what's going on in our classroom and what your student's going to be learning this year. I'm going to start with our morning routine. Every morning students come into our classroom. The first thing that they do is they grab their black bin that has all of their supplies that is not shared with anybody else. From there, they set their black bin at their desk. Each desk has a different table number, so there's 5 groups. At each desk, there's also a bottle of hand sanitizer that they use. Once they set down their black bin, they get to go to their dot on the ground, which is socially distanced. And that dot is where they eat breakfast in the morning time. After they're done with breakfast, they throw it away, they go back to their seat, and we get ready for our morning time circle. When we have our morning time circle, we all come up to the front of the classroom and we sit in a big circle. From there, we do our daily day of the week. We do our expectations, and then we go over our schedule for the day. After those are done, the students are reminded of the agreements that we made inside our classroom. So we have a student to student, a teacher to student, a student to teacher, and all of us to our school. And it's all signed by our students inside the classroom. After circle time, we head over to our carpet. Every student has their own square on the carpet that they go to every single day. This is where we get to do phonics and we do our read alouds inside the classroom. After that, students go back to their desk and we do some phonics and ELA inside the morning before recess. A lot of our phonics is based off of our sound wall that we have inside our classroom. And so these are all the sounds that the students will be learning this entire year when we're working with phonics and phonemic awareness and spelling and reading. From there, they do their ELA work, and after ELA, they go out to recess. When they come in from recess is when we do our reading groups. Inside of our reading groups, there are 3 different stations. So students will rotate from my station to the first station, the second station, and the third station. During these stations, a lot of times students will be doing word work, or they will be doing math practice. They'll be working with me or Miss Natalie. And when every single student gets to each desk, they use hand sanitizer to make sure that whatever they're touching is cleaned, and then me or Miss Natalie clean the items as the students rotate through the stations. After reading group, they get to go to lunch, and then when they come back from lunch is our math time. When we're working on math, we do math talks in the beginning of our lessons, and these are some of the things that they talk about in math talks. We talk about what strategies we're using, the first thing that we did, different ways that we know, how we would like to revise an answer. And so that's kind of our board that we use to base our math talks. A lot of our math that we've been doing this year so far has a lot of manipulatives that the class uses. So they use blocks or counters or numbers. Following math, we do either social studies or science. Inside science, we're learning how to be a scientist right now. You can see our little scientist on our board that the students created. Inside of science, we're learning about lights and shadows and what a light source is. And then inside of social studies right now, we are learning about what rules are and how to follow rules. After science, we have our elective time. And in our elective time this week, we got to make some clay figures. And then the students got to decorate and color the clay figures. After that is our intervention time. During our intervention time, a lot of times we do small groups. We do math, we do science, we do sometimes English. And our intervention time is just to really practice those skills that we've been learning each week. This week and the following weeks to come, we are focusing on our story, We Do Not Eat Our Classmates. So a lot of times inside small groups and intervention, we'll go over who, what, when, where, why, and how. We're going over beginning, middle, and end right now. And then other things that we are doing inside our class. Every week inside of our class, new objectives get added to our board. So these are the skills that the students are learning each week. This week it includes identifying the short E words, writing CVC words, identifying beginning, middle, and end, and those change each week. So overall inside our class, one of our main focuses is spelling, reading, phonics, and phonemic awareness to make sure that those kiddos are ready and reading by the end of the year. So a lot of the stuff that you see inside the classroom is geared towards that. We have our alphabet. We have a ton of books for the students to use. We have decoding strategies. We have all of our sounds on our sound wall. So that is our main goal this year, is to really focus in on reading and make sure the students are ready to read. I am so excited to have your student in my class, and I can't wait to see all that they learn this year. If you ever need to get a hold of me, you can always Class Dojo me, email me, call or text me. I'm always available. And I'm so excited to be working with you all this year to help our students grow and learn and really give them the best first grade experience that they can have.